Yo, what's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another 7 Cents Grand Cross video. For this video, we'll be going over free-to-play players, pay-to-play players, whales, dolphins, etc., and exactly how many diamonds they get. And we'll be going over them in detail so you can understand exactly where you are and where you stack up as a player versus other players and the total amount of resource gains that you can have. We're also going to be going over the efficiency rating of different diamonds, of packs that you can buy, different things that are worth buying, not worth buying, etc., so you get an idea of what the best thing is. Now, I've been asked many different times from many different players to go over different gear pack, different cosmetic packs, different things, etc., and I really want to give you guys an overall bundle video too, to give you an idea of what you can do free to play as well as pay to play and where you guys were going to line up no matter what. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So guys, this video actually has so many different parts to it that I'm actually going to have to create 2 different videos regarding this, because I'm going to be going over specifically the diamond purchases packs that are currently available on global. And what I'll do for the second video is I'll be over different purchasable packs for different players for whales, dolphins, etc. that will be coming out in the future that you can actually figure out exactly what the actual cost is in US dollars, so you can figure out if you want to buy them or not when they do come to global. And this will help you for future spending and give you an idea of what you could spend on those different packs. Part 2, it'll probably be out within the next couple weeks. Another thing we're going to be talking about is the amount of people that play this game and how much they put in money and overall resources into the game. And I've mentioned this in the video, and I'm talking about how many people are goldfish, how many people are dolphins, how many people are whales. And what you really need to know is the amount of people that spend in certain brackets is much different than you think. You may think that many people spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single month on this game, and that's the vast majority of whales in this game, and there are so many of them. But $100 does not really get you very far. And I'm going to be going over what it gets you in this video. I'll also be going over between $50 to $100 a month and what that actually gets you, what $0 to $50 can get you in this game, and what free-to-play gets you in this game. So by going over each of the different brackets and showing you the different player bases as well as where people are in the game, you can kind of understand where people are as the total amount of dollar expenditure goes versus how many whales and free-to-play players are. And the question I get asked a lot in chat, which does happen a ton, is there an increasing huge gap between free-to-play and pay-to-play players, and will it continue to expand and get much worse and screw over free-to-play players and budget players? And I'll be going over how it does that or doesn't do that in this video. As you can see, the amount of free-to-play players that I have on my Twitch right now, there's about 600 people here on Twitch right now. There are about 33% of the people watching that wanted to say something are free-to-play. So about a third of the player base. Then about 27% of people are a goldfish. That means about 60% of players or more are going to be free-to-play or goldfish. And that is a huge bracket of players. The vast majority of players spend under $50 a month. So that is a huge amount of the player bracket. And about 20% beyond that spends $50 to $100. Means they could buy like monthly packs, maybe one cosmetic a month, and they buy weekly packs along with it. So that comes to about 80% of the player base. Now that means 80% or more of the player base spends on weekly and monthly subscription versus less than 20% spending over $100 a month. And they have to spend thousands of dollars to even get close to what we're talking about today, which is really interesting. And I'll be going over the details of where people are and what they get from those resources, so you can feel either really disheartened or very uplifted by the amount of resources spent if you spend a lot of resources in this game or if you don't. So there are a lot of different packs in the game that you can purchase, and there's a lot of different ways you can get gems free to play. So the first thing that you can know, if a lot of people do know this already, because the game's been out for a while, is there is a way that you can get diamonds every single week. You get a total of 50 to 60 diamonds total per week, which gets you every 28 days a total of 200 to 240 diamonds. And the way you get those diamonds every single month is by doing player versus player in ungeared PvP. All you have to do is do a total of, I don't know, 0 matches every single week, and you'll get these if you are able to get to the highest ranking in PvP. On global PvP, if you are in the, there we go. In global PvP, if you guys are in Champion 1, you receive a total of 60 diamonds per week. And if you're in Champion 5, a total of 50 diamonds per week. Now, most of the fights up to Champion 5 are versus bots, so it should be very easy for almost every single player in the game to get to this point. So you're actually having a much easier time of getting to that point at this stage in the game. So almost every player in the game should be able to get to Champion 5 but within a few weeks of playing the game. So this gives you a large amount of diamonds that you can actually get on your account, giving you the best opportunity to do well on your account and large amounts of pulls later on. If you are a top tier PvP player, of course, you can get to Champion 1 every single week, getting yourself an extra 10 diamonds to a total of 60. But you can see the difference is only about 40 diamonds a month, which is essentially one multi. So if you are a more casual player, you are still getting a large amount of diamonds for free. Now, the other thing, though, that you're going to get is you're going to get logins and daily diamonds every single day. And these daily diamonds usually come from all the missions that you can do. If I go to my quest tab here, you can see in the daily task section, there are a bunch of diamonds you can get. You can get one from clearing a free stage right here. You get another one from clearing one PvP match per day. And then you get another one from a random assortment of quests. You get two more from either doing PvP, a death match, or upgrading some equipment. And that's how you essentially get another 2 diamonds per day just by doing the rotation depending on what day it is during the week. They will automatically tell you what the diamonds are, so you're totally fine there. And another way, of course, you're getting a diamond is by doing the guild login. You go to your guilds and make sure that you can get the guild login. You can see I have not done mine already, and of course you can get that in for your guild logins. The total amount of diamonds that you're going to get from all of these things, including the daily login that you get every single day throughout the week, gets you a total of 164 diamonds per month. And that would including daily logins. You're getting those from the guild logins per day. You're getting those from all the daily missions. All of those come out to about 164 diamonds per month that you're going to have in your account. The other way that you're going to get diamonds is from the ad spin. And what I'm talking about is if you go to the SP dungeon and you open up the SP dungeon, a lot of people are going to receive a diamond about 1 in every 3 times. If you do the SP dungeon multiple times throughout the day, multiple times a week, you get a total of 3 spins per day. Now there are 2 1 spots on the actual wheel, giving you about a 1 in 3 chance of getting a diamond. So that means that you can get, if you have 3 spins per day, 1 in 3 chance, about 28 diamonds a month directly from that. You get, of course, the other ones from the daily login bonuses, so there is a little bit of wiggle room in there on what you could potentially receive. You could receive more, you could receive less. It really depends on your luck throughout the month, but that's about the average of what you receive, which is really what we need to talk about for this video. Now, the other ways of getting diamonds in the game is, of course, by doing the story mode, doing other things. But once you've completed all that, these are really the only ways that you can get diamonds, besides Netmarble sending you some diamonds every single month, saying, hey, here's the chances. Here you go. 1 in 3? Yeah, pretty much 1 in 3. That's what it says, unless they change the rates on you. We'll see how it is. So, the other way of getting diamonds is, of course, you go to the shop. And in the shop, you can purchase diamond packs. Now, let's go over each of the diamond packs and talk about their level of worth. So, the monthly subscription bundle gives you a total of 170 diamonds that you can buy for 28 days, which will cost you a total of $24 US. Now, the total amount of diamonds that you're going to get per dollar on this is 7.08 diamonds per dollar. So a little bit over 7-to-1 ratio. Now, if we go to the weekly pack will enable you to get a total of 59 diamonds for every single week, which totals about 236 diamonds, which will cost you a total of $32 US. This is actually slightly better than getting the monthly pack, but of course does cost more. And you are able to get a total of 236 diamonds for $32 at a 7.375 to $1 ratio as far as what you can get. So that's what you can get out of the monthly and weekly packs, which effectively almost doubles, if not doubles, the amount of diamonds that you can get per month. And I'll go over how many diamonds that you can get free to play versus if you're a goldfish, and the total amount that you can get as a whale a little bit later on. And so just wait for that portion of the video. Now, the other things that you can get every single week is that you can actually pick up the Diamond BOGO packs. Now, the Diamond BOGO packs, since they reset, this is kind of a meme at this point, but there are people that buy these every single week, and these will give you the idea of what you can receive on these Diamond BOGO packs. Now, the amount of stuff that you can get on these Diamond BOGO packs is at a ratio of 2.52 diamonds to $1 on the total amount of buying all the BOGO sets for every single BOGO. Now, they vary up and down based on the rarity, so the higher one, you're going to get a little bit better of a value, where the lower one, you're going to get the lowest value. But if you bought every single diamond pack all the way through, you're able to get about 2.52 gems to $1 ratio. So that's the total amount that you would get per dollar. So is it worth to buy BOGO packs? Well, you can see it's excessively less worth on a BOGO pack versus buying a monthly or weekly pack. It's about 3 times better to buy monthly or weekly than it is BOGO. Now, the next thing up, which is a very interesting thing, is going to be cosmetics. And cosmetics are a very kind of gray area. It depends if you're getting 3 cosmetics per this or 2. And I did this up to 3. So any of the summer cosmetics, this doesn't really apply because they're kind of in a weird area where you're only able to get 2 cosmetics on the summer pack, and they cost $23.99 plus $30, which of course is a lot less worth. I think since you're getting 90 diamonds for $24, that comes out to a lot less what you can get. But most of the time you get 3 cosmetics for these packs, and you're getting I would say a total of, let's talk about the Escanor pack here. This one would cost $23.99, but you get 3 cosmetics. This one, it's a ratio of 5 to 1, so you're able to get 5 diamonds per $1 in the overall ratio. If you were to buy the cosmetics with gems, that's essentially what you would get. So cosmetic packs that cost $23.99, that give you 30 diamonds plus all 3 cosmetics, each of the cosmetics being worth 30 diamonds, gets you a total of an effective 120 diamonds at a 5 to 1 ratio. So it is much better than buying BOGO. So if you're looking to figure out where the best expenditure is for your diamonds, it is actually not buying the diamonds, but using saved diamonds by purchasing the cosmetics, giving you a 5 to 1 ratio. So right here, if I was to buy this Merlin pack here, of course it would cost $23.99, giving me the 5 to 1. Bundles are gone on my account right now, and I can't actually go and see them to show them to you, but I could show you on a new account. But there is another one that you could get, and it is for the rank up bundles. Now, the rank up bundles are bundles that you can purchase one time only for a specific level, going for different level brackets. Now, I had to go do research and try to find people that actually had purchased the rank up packs recently, or still had the rank up bundles on their account, and they could see things. But I don't have the actual physical game file, so I'm hoping this part is correct. But if it isn't correct and it's off by a little bit, and either way, you can kind of just see, you can, figure out the gem ratios for yourself. So the first rank up bundle is $8 for 40 diamonds. You get 30 diamonds in total from the rank ups, and you get another 10 diamonds just initially from purchasing it. Well, that gives you a 5 to 1 ratio. The second one you can purchase gives you 130 diamonds for $24, which gives you a 5.41 to 1 diamond ratio. And the second and third one are the same, hopefully. The fourth and the fifth one, which would also be the same for going from 70 to 80 next time, which will be a 6.25 diamond to $1 ratio. Now, these are the closest that you can possibly get to a weekly or monthly pack, so they are, of course, the most worth packs to buy for all players if you're looking for large amounts of diamonds for the cheapest value. And that is where you can spend your money in order to get the biggest gains in your account for the most amount of diamonds. Now, there is one other thing that you can purchase, and they just recently added this to the global version, and it is the Diamond Bundle Step Up event. Now, this is very, very similar to the BOGO diamonds. The amount of diamonds that you get is actually only marginally higher than BOGO. BOGO giving you an average of 2.52 diamonds per dollar, where this would give you a total of 2.986, so almost 3 diamonds per dollar versus 2.5. So you get a marginal step up increase, and you can only buy these once per month. Is this worth doing? Sure, you could buy this. If you're going to buy BOGO, obviously you should buy this first, and that would be the best way to go. So the next portion of this video, I'm going to be going over specifically what people get when they purchase diamonds. So a casual player playing this game gets a total of about 392 diamonds per month. They're just going to log in, do their bare minimum dailies, get their champion 5 diamonds for the week, and then dip out. They don't doesn't matter if they win or they lose in PvP, doesn't matter what their combat class is. They can just literally chill, play their PvP match, and then dip for the day. They don't actually have to care. They can instantly forfeit whatever they want to do, but as long as they're doing that PvP match and they're actually getting the diamond for it, they're getting a total of 392 diamonds per month. But let's say you try super hard, you do everything you possibly can as a free-to-play player, getting all the diamonds you possibly could per month, getting every last thing you could, you're only getting 40 diamonds more. So as a free-to-play player, if you're casual versus if you're like really trying to be the #1 player, you only get 40 diamonds more per month. And that is a really interesting thing, that a casual player versus a big, hardcore free-to-play player get a difference of 40 diamonds per month in the total amount of diamonds they get. So A lot of free-to-play players, whether they try really hard or not really hard, are less incentivized to try hard in gearless PvP, so you can actually have more fun in those PvP arenas and actually try it out. It's only 40 diamonds a month. Now, here's the other thing about it. So a goldfish, let's say if a champion 1 goldfish, a person that just buys the monthly pack every single month and that's all they buy. The total amount of diamonds, since they're only getting an extra 170 diamonds that they're going to have in comparison to a maxed out free-to-play player, is 432 diamonds versus 602 diamonds. So they only get an additional 170 diamonds. The ratio on that, if we took 602 divided by 432, you're only getting about 40% more diamonds in total for your account. You're not getting that much. You're getting 39.3% more diamonds than a maxed out free-to-play player. Now, that sounds like a lot less if you're spending on a monthly subscription for $24 a month. It seems a little bit pricey to only have a small gain. So it's kind of interesting that you're only getting this much out of it if you buy the monthly pack. It does sound like a really, really big gain, but at the same time, you're getting a lot of diamonds for very cheap, but you're really not getting a ton out of it, which is really interesting. Now, a dolphin player, let's say you're a dolphin and you are just buying the monthly and the weekly packs, kind of similar to what I'm doing on the global version. That's essentially what I do. I don't really go too far beyond that. I might buy cosmetic packs here and there, but the amount of total resources that I dump into the game is about what a dolphin would spend, because I only really buy the monthly and the weekly packs. I don't really go too far beyond that. I sometimes buy packs here and there for different things, but that's essentially what I buy. The total amount of diamonds that I would get in comparison to a free-to-play player is 838 divided by 432, which is a little bit less than double. It's about 94% of what a free-to-play player would get. So I have a 94% increase, a little bit less than double the amount of diamonds as a free-to-play player. So a person that's just buying monthly, weekly, that is spending about $56 a month on the game to $100 a game, that's what they're receiving. And if they buy cosmetics here and there, like 1 cosmetic pack a month, and they're buying, say, 1 character's cosmetics per month, and they're getting to about, say, I don't know, $70, $80 a month, that's how much they're getting. They get a little bit of a gain above you. It's not so much that they're walleting the game and paying the win, but they get this much over you. It's actually really, really interesting to see that free-to-play players and dolphins and goldfish are so close. But then come the big fucking whales. And the big whales, we're talking the monstrous Seton level whales. These guys buy everything. They buy the cosmetic packs, the BOGO packs, etc. They're buying everything. But I just did this with just the BOGO because cosmetic packs vary throughout the month. It's really hard to equate that. And that it gets to a very, very different value. So just with buying the BOGO every single week, those people are spending a total of $680, including the monthly packs and weekly packs. They're getting a total of 2,400 diamonds in comparison to the free players. So if I go to 2,414 divided by 432, they are literally getting 5.5 times more diamonds than a free-to-play player. So the level of whale, the wallet level, all that stuff you want to equate to, that's what a true whale is in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Someone who spends $680 a month. Someone who's spending literally hundreds upon hundreds of dollars a month in order to just dominate in PvP. And those are the guys you find in top 100 a lot of the time, a lot of things you can do. But as a Dolphin player, you can actually compete in top 100. You just have to be really efficient with your gems. So over the course of the entire game, we're trying to figure out exactly how many diamonds you've received on your monthly brackets before all of the other things that come into play. Free-to-play players over the course who are very casual, they started since launch, have gotten a total about 1,568 diamonds before all the story mode gems and etc. All that come into play because that's just a very fixed value of gems that everyone can receive. Max level free-to-play players who are trying every single month got about 1,728. Goldfish have received about 2,400 total gems. Dolphins have received about 3,352 gems, which you can see, it doesn't seem like that much of a difference between whale and goldfish. They're really not getting that much more. The difference is a linear difference. But then you get to the big Kraken whales, they've received almost 10,000 diamonds. And the amount of money that people have spent, you can see $0, and we get to a goldfish, they spent under $100 so far. If you bought just the monthly every single month, it's literally under $100. That's where a lot of players, the majority of the player base is in this goldfish bracket for under $100 spent or just $0 spent. A decent portion of the player base is about $200 spent, a little around that, $200 to $400 spent that they've spent over 4 months, not including the rank up bundles, etc. And then the BOGO heroes, the big walleters that spent almost $3,000. And I was actually talking to Seaton today, and he was telling me exactly how much money he spent on the game in total over the course of 4 months. And the level that Seaton has spent on this game, as you can see just from the BOGO hero packs in comparison, Seaton has spent over $10,000 playing this game. So you can see where people can actually spend their money versus what you can get here. It's insane the amount of diamonds that you can spend, and the insane amount of money spent. I won't give you the exact amount because you can see the difference between how much money certain people are able to spend on this game versus what free-to-play player and budget players can spend. And the amount of wallet level you have to get to pay to win is excessive. So if you're a free-to-play player and you're a budget player and you're saying, oh, this game is extremely pay to win, this game is not really good, well, you can see where the majority of the player base is. The majority of the player base is in this bracket right here. Whether they're it's about, I'd say about 75% of the player base is probably around here, from goldfish to casual free-to-play player. That's a giant majority of the player base. And then there's a little bit higher player base where they're in the dolphin bracket, they spend a little bit more money on the game. And then finally the BOGO heroes that they spent like thousands of dollars on the game. That amount is much lower than you would think. Those people, it's a very small percentage. Probably about 1% of the players or less are in the BOGO hero category, or in even in a bracket around that. And most players are much smaller than that as far as their whale level goes. So don't get discouraged. If you're a free-to-play player, if you are a budget player, you're goldfish or dolphin, don't get discouraged against losing to whales against content, because no matter what, you're not going to be finding people that are full send wallet spenders every single time, because you can see the amount of money is spent on this game can be a little bit ridiculous at times. So the amount that you can actually get bang for your buck on diamonds is much less than you think it is. And I was talking to Spam and Rice, I was talking to Seaton, talking to a lot of different content creators in general about the amount of money that they could potentially spend versus where they think the player base is. And there are a ton of players that are in this lower bracket of spending. So again, don't get discouraged and say the game's pay to win. Of course, people who wallet the game are going to have a massive advantage over you. That's the nature of gacha, just how it is. But I hope this spreadsheet helps you understand exactly how close you are to other players if they put a little bit of money into the game. If you did put a little bit into the game, you know where you can get the biggest gains, and this can help you spend a little bit more efficiently. So you can want to spend a little more to get the biggest gains. You can be extremely efficient doing so. And if you are a whale and you like to wallet the game and do lots and lots of pushing, you can see where your most efficient resources can be spent and what you can do throughout this in order to get the most amount of bang for your buck, in order to make sure that you don't overspend on this game. Alright guys, well, my name is Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative and it gave you an idea of what to expect when spending diamonds in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, to give you the best well-rounded explanation of exactly what free-to-play players can expect, pay-to-play players can expect, whales can expect, etc. Give you all walks of life so you can understand where you should go and what you should do next with your own wallet and your own spending. I'm not saying you should buy any of these packs. I'm not saying you should do anything. My goal is to, of course, inform you and give you the best opportunity to understand what the best solution is for you. Have a great rest of the day, guys. Peace.